Excuse me, Windows just crashed. Let's jump into normal standard bell. God, I hate that when Windows crashes. So, running a tier 10, so tier 8 shouldn't take us too long to get into a match. So as you can see, we get into a tier 8 match. Sound is on, but I don't have any sound. Now I do. As you can see, this tank is a medium, and if you compare it, it's almost the size of a heavy tank. It looks rather bulky and not very maneuverable in my opinion, but that's only judgmental and only my impressions, and we will have to find out how it really turns out. It does have a tier 9 gun, so it actually should have a great gun. Its reload is also great. Accuracy on the move, gun depression. If you look at that, gun depression is beautiful. Elevation, not so great. That is because of the turret. It's the exact same turret as on the Type 61, which is actually a very, very bad thing for the Type 61 because it's a tier 9 tank and it has no armor on the turret and on the hull whatsoever. And that pretty much sucks in my opinion. So don't expect to bounce anything with this tank, only to get lucky bounces, maybe even some track shots, stuff like that. I'm gonna see if I can get in here, get my camo up and my binocs. The thing about this tank, just like any other Japanese tank from tier 8 to 10, it is a sniper tank. It is not a tank to go into engagements with, mainly because of its very, very sad armor. And thanks for just blowing my fucking camo, you piece of shit. Is it only me, or does the SU-122-44 seem bigger? As you can see, they're pushing on the other side, and it actually looks like they are all in camo. They probably have the main percentage of their TDs in there, or the main amount. They also have a GW. West's not faring too well at the moment. And our SU-122 is going in there, of course, with a sad view range of 380 meters, or 330 meters. I think the SU-122 has horrible view range, but a very nice reload. And now he wants to make me move in there. God, I hate that. I will not move into the freaking forest. That is suicide. I'm not even gonna respond. Hate those pixel generals. Just absolutely hate them. People that that think that they're better than everybody else. They can really, oh my god. MT Scout or HT Scout. Man, shut the fuck up. As you can see here, this is obviously a sniper tank. It was not meant to be a brawler. It has beautiful aim time. How did that one not hit him? That was actually a sad shot by me. Okay. So, we're losing base. I will go back to base. First, I will support my team over here. So it's time to go back to base, defend the base from the enemy incoming armada. Load some gold. There, of course, you get spotted. This tank has absolutely no fucking armor, so don't expect to balance anything. The only thing we can do right here is to pull back. Try to shoot him from this side over here. Bounce. 112 has very tricky armor. It's a Chinese tier A premium tank. And we have a mad guy on the team. This is also the guy that was complaining for me to go scout. You don't scout in a sniper tank, god damn it. You fucking moron if you haven't got that yet. So that was a rather bad game. As you can see, this tank does not fare well when being spotted. It does not fare well at tier 8 games at all. It almost seems underpowered even in tier 8 games. But of course this still has to confirm. Let's see. I will try to make this video not longer than 30 minutes. Of course in the end you have to make your own opinion of the tank. I'm not here to give you a complete opinion. I'm just here to present you the facts about this tank and the gameplay. And it can be that I don't know how to play this tank and that I suck with it then, but it also can be that this tank just sucks. So as you can see here, the speed, it does feel more like a faster heavy tank. It actually doesn't deserve the name medium tank in my opinion, because look at this, it's just too big. It's way too big. But going uphill I'm faster than the T43-3, no, T34-3, which is actually pretty funny. So the thing about this tank is that you have to snipe with it. It's not a brawler, as already said. As you saw, I took hits on my turret, and everything bounced me, no, hit me and penned me. The accuracy of the gun is actually pretty good. The pen also. Taking some pop shots, lucky shots, you know. There's a Centurion on the other side. Oh, I almost shot out Jack Panther because he just had to rush through there. Today I'm a little bit sour, if you hear it out of my commentary. Like, I'm very aggravated and with teams, most definitely, because I've been playing a lot of tanks today, and God, the teams have been horrible. Yeah, I've not been playing on the teams on the test server. I've been playing on the real server, and the teams have just been horrendous. I've never seen such bad teams. There was a very clutchy shot. I'm not sure if that was worth the risk. So just gonna keep on pounding that Centurion 1 if I can. He's shooting hash ammo. He's trying to back up. The 34 tracked him and he's dead. So as you can see, as long as you can keep this tank covered, then you can snipe, you'll be good to go. Just like there, but you cannot draw the attention of the enemy team at all costs, or your tank will be evaporated, as you saw right there. I just took a big hit from the 95 straight on the side turret. Luckily for me, it was a low roll. Horrible, horrible. This is not going well. Getting flanked. And somebody's messaging me on Steam. There we go, we just took out the Pershing. We are at, I'm not even sure, 1/3 of our health. And, oh, we got lucky there. T-30 shoots. Death sentence. And yeah, so we're back in the game. Our tank is almost dead. The main majority of my team is almost dead. And things are just looking great. I bounce off this guy here. Unnecessary bounce, as always. Now I'm getting too aggressive. Have to be careful. I have to use clutch shots. You know, very dangerous techniques to get some hits. Able to do some damage. Waffenträger on the other side, probably sitting on the hill somewhere. I do not have the view range to see them all or spot them all. There you just saw that your back part of the tank is just massive. And there's the IS-6, which is almost dead. I'm gonna concentrate on the IS-6 first. I'm shooting goal right now at the moment. Of course, there was not a pen because that shot was just not well timed and not well placed. So artillery is now focusing on me. Of course, that's what I'm the only tank. It's exactly what I would do. I have to move, but I'm at a very bad spot. This game is almost over. Oh, and I missed this guy. See who has a faster reload, him or me. And it was me. Faster reload. I still took him out. But still, this was a pretty bad game in my opinion. But it showed you that if you stay hidden in this tank... What the hell just happened? There's a... Oh, it looks like the server crashed. Really looks like the server crashed. See if I can disconnect. Back to garage. Nope, did not crash. So as you can see right here, we did 3,260 damage. Mostly by sniping. Sniping part of this tank is actually very nice, but you cannot get spot. You cannot get spotted. You cannot get anything like that. So that actually means, because this tank, let's see what is the aiming time, 2.3 seconds. I will take away and oh my god, I can't speak today. The gun lane drive. I will take away the medium tank caliber rammer, and I will add, let's see, durability for faster movability, and a camo net. So the thing is that what you need on this tank most definitely is 6th sense. You want to know when you're spotted, and then you can act on that situation if you know what happened. So we're playing on highway. We're on the bad side, of course. Getting from this side, getting into the city is very hard, almost impossible at sometimes. And yeah, so as I already said, I'm gonna follow my own My own advice, I'm not gonna go into the city. This is sniper tank. In the city I would be at the wrong place because of my lack of my lack of armor. This tank is not a flanking tank because it's too slow to flank. That means you will have to play like a sniper tank. The whole entire Japanese line I've previewed up until this point now has been nothing but sniper tanks. They don't have great armor, no great turrets except for the STB-1, and of course that turret isn't too great either. And yeah, so that means Japanese tanks are mainly sniper tanks. They have very accurate guns, also very nice gun depression, and they're all about sniping and for the accurate players. So like if you compare it, like the Russians are the shotguns, the Americans are the assault rifles, the Germans are the heavy LMGs, and the Japanese are the new sniper tanks. So like pretty much the snipers in the genre if you compare it like to shooters. So yeah, as you can also see, if I aim back, I can't really aim downwards because Shafi, and I miss him, of course. That was stupid. I have to get back behind the slope. Wow, shouldn't really drive and aim and shoot. Two unnecessary misses right there. So as you can see, our Hellcat is over there. The STA one is gonna move in. Of course, the one thing that is really problematic in this tank is its very long length, and I don't like this guy. This guy is too close up on my ass, and I don't want to get hit by IS-6. Most definitely not, because he can pen me easily. So I just penned his gun mantlet, if you saw that. This is how bad the freaking turret of this tank is. And I hate that when tanks just fucking disappear right in front of your face. And he pretty much hit my lower plate. Bounce off his turret. Side turret actually. But that was a bad shot. That was a clutch shot. I catch myself lately more often than not, like doing some really stupid stuff, like shooting way too many clutches, and instead of aiming correctly, I'm just freaking firing all over the place. I do have a hit ratio of 70%, 71% I think at the moment, but still that doesn't really reflect my recent gameplay. So at the moment I'm sitting back here to see if there's anybody going to be up there so I can snipe him and give some cover fire, but it doesn't look like that. So I will go up on the hill and to their base, because at the moment it looks like we're losing city. They do have the main majority of their players over there, and pretty much if we get to their base, they will be probably falling back. So in that case, we have to be ready to defend the cap of the enemy. As you can see here, we're going at max speed, 44, 46. It does reach the max speed. The main enemy of the tank is water. It does reach the max speed, but going uphill, it's a struggle, big struggle. 14 kilometers per hour. But I've seen worse. Of course, it's not the speed of a Moss, but it's not the speed of a T-54 either, or T-44 in that case, if you compare it by tier. So as you can see, there's two RHA Bersiga, and that's the thing I wanted to avoid, to get up close to these tanks, because I cannot get out of their fire. We tracked that guy. That was very important to take him out first. I'll have to fall back, use my camo and everything to my advantage. And I'm gonna see if I can use the slope right here to my advantage too, with the gun depression, the great gun depression I have on this tank. So I do not have any shots at the moment. Looks like my team really needs support over there, or they're gonna go down. If he can just sit still, I can freaking put a bullet through his brain. Of course, doesn't work. So at the moment they do have still the tank's advantage on us. One of the guys just got ammo racked, and it looks like he's running the 15 millimeter centimeter cannon. No, actually he's running the Jag Tiger gun, the stock Jag Tiger gun. So we have to be very careful right now. He's using his teammate as cover. So looks like I have to go back to base. In that case. Or I'm going to cap it. They do have the tank's advantage at their base, pretty much, so I'm not sure. Looks like I have to brawl it out and fight them. So we're gonna take out the T-150 first. Now we're gonna get to some cover. This guy is gonna come up. He has the advantage, he has all the bushes. And we have nothing but this Hellcat. Ah, shit. Oh, this is getting intense. This tank, of course, has the advantage on the fire rate. I have to take him out. This is a rather risky maneuver. I have to use the terrain to my advantage. I'm gonna flank them. There's the T-34 is coming in. Do have the gun depression though. Still. Pull back, pull back, pull back. Pull back, reload, reload, reload. Come on, man. I cannot take any more hits. I hope this will be a high roller. Low gold, low gold. Now I'm in a choke point. Nothing I could do. If there would have been a high roller, I would have maybe won the game. But it turned out, no, that I don't get this victory. So as you can see, we didn't do the max amount of damage. We did do nice though, in my opinion. This tank is just not the best. So up to this point we only had losses. If you snipe with this tank, it is gonna work out. But if you get up into close combat, it will destroy you, it will wreck you. So let's jump one last bell. Let's see if we get one victory at least. I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised by the gun. The gun is the thing that really makes this tank at least bearable. If you had a horrible gun, I would not be able to play this tank. The gun depression is nice. I could have done a lot of things better right there. I will have to check my replay later on to see and analyze what I could have done better. The it's always important, you know, just to see what you could have done better, and next time, if you're in that spot, you can do better. The thing is that I got overrun by that freaking stupid E25. I should have hit him in the second shot right there, and I should have been a little bit more careful with that T-34. I was not expecting a T-34 to come around right at that moment. I was preparing for the E25, and I was expecting the enemy team to be capping at that point. But as you can see, I obviously didn't handle the situation, and yeah, shame on me. So we are in a tier 10 match. This is the ultimate test for this tank. It's not a tier 9, a tier 8 match. This tank already struggles in tier 9s and tier 8s. Let's see how well it does in tier 9s and tier 10s. So I'm pretty sure that any of these TDs can one-shot me with HE ammo. They don't even have to aim at like any part of my tank. They just have to pull the trigger and I'm gone. So I'll be careful. I will get up here slope, use my camo and binocs real fast to see if there's anybody coming in. And if that's not the case, I will move up. If that's the case, I will pull back like a little fish immediately and get into the water. And somebody just nailed that T-34. So at the moment I can move up. I don't want to be a douchebag, but I will move up in the cover of the AMX 5100. It looks like the enemy team has some troubles at the moment with team killing. Of course, this is a test server. Everybody's gonna go nuts and crazy. And there is somebody who's just shooting me. T69. Fortunately for me, only a T69, and he only hit me once. Gladly, it was not a T62A or a E3. I will take the T69 over a E3 any day. So, not in tanks wise. I'm not saying that. I mean, in taking a hit, you guys know what I mean. Of course, I'm doing it again. Clutch, clutch, clutch. I won't do that again. It's too dangerous at the moment. I will have to pull back. This is, as of course, 100 times said, not a brawler tank. Don't expect to bounce shit. Maybe expect to bounce a tier 1. You know. And that was my mistake, of course. I go up there and play this tank like a STB1, and I get wrecked for that. That's stupidity level 10. So C3 is not stupid. He's not gonna face into my direction because he knows that if he does that, he's gonna get shot at by all the side. At the moment, I can shoot nothing but the E3. Gold shell bounce, but of course this is expected on an E3. Somebody takes him out. And this gun is, as already said, a tier 9 gun. It is like the gun is like the gun of the T-54, but it's not a sniper gun. As you can see here, I'm not penning anything, but that has probably to do with the TDs that are very hard to pen. And yeah, so we actually rolled them over here. I'm not sure how we did it, but we somehow did. This guy drowned over there, and I did absolutely no damage, not one single hit of damage. Just gonna shoot at the wreck. I don't give a shit. Die! Oh, you can get damage out of that? That's hilarious. Okay. So as you can see here, this tank does not fare very well in tier 10 matches. It was the first victory and 0 damage. This is horrible. I will run one more game, and so yeah, I'll probably cut out the other one. I'm just gonna add this one in because that was horrible. So as you see here, we get into a very, very unfriendly matchup. Tier 10 match, and one tier 9 and one tier 8. So pretty much I am going to be shooting gold 24/7 in this thing. It does have a pen of 275, which is enough to pen most of the tier 10s in the weak spots, but still not as great as 330 millimeters of penetration if you get it with the heat of a few other tier 9 tanks. So this gun is very accurate, even though for its length I always expected that the longer guns have the better accuracy, but that doesn't have to be. It's also about the travel, the shell travel, and all that kind of stuff. So at the moment I will go over here to this spot. I will see. Actually, I would have always go to K1, but this thing has no turret armor, so it would be suicide if I would go over there. Actually, it's already suicide to be in a game like this. I can go on slopes and stuff, but it is dangerous. So right here, let's set up binocs and a camo, and let's see what we can do here. There's a RHM Bersiga coming in. I will back up. I don't have Sixth Sense, but still, that was too close for my taste. It probably was directed at the Waffenträger, not at me, but still, rather be safe than sorry. So we got two tanks pushing the 1-2 line, T57 and the Jack Panzer E100, both pushing down the 1-2 line. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit tired. All the way to the K line. It looks like the RHM Bersiga just turned blue, so that means he shot a friendly. Yeah, now all hell is gonna be breaking loose. Everybody's gonna aim at the RHM, even the friendlies, because hey, why not kill blue tanks? So right there we have the STB1. And I missed my zoom mod. We are still in cover and all that kind of stuff. There is a STB1 coming in on the other side. We will not move up to take a shot at him. This is a case for the guys in the middle over there. 54 just died. FV took him out. And there we go. We got guys pushing the K line on the other team. And now all we have to do is wait for them to come out so we can snipe them. At the moment, there is object 268. And I'm missing barely. That was stupid. That was a hit, probably. But we're only speculating it could have been a bounce. Hope the 57 spots him, or that I have enough view range to spot him. Artillery is actually spotted on the other side. That's weird. So there's a 54 right over here. Too close for my liking. He's spotting our Waffenträger. I have to get the hell out of here. This is too close, too goddamn close. Wow. Now you see why they call it the Death Star, the FV, or the Troll Cannon. Because just the damage it does, it's ridiculous. It just that guy just pretty much one shot at that T57, and that's not a shell I want to get into my face. So we actually did hit the object 268. We will hit him again if he just stays there real fast. I got no idea what the hell is in the way. Am I missing? Is something in the way? Oh, actually, tanks is not being tanks at the moment. Crap. That was stupid. Probably hit the ground somewhere over there. There are some weird slopes on that side. So our Jack Panzer is gonna die pretty soon. I'm pretty sure about that. I will only load gold now because it is going to be very dangerous for me, because I will be the first frontline tank of the whole team on this side then if that guy dies. And now it is a little bit too close for me. I will push back. I know that that guy didn't spot me probably, but I want to be sure, you know. Doing something very stupid right here. Oh, looks like I hit that guy. E57 is my main priority at the moment. He is hitting the forge, but not penetrating him, even with gold rounds. So, at the moment, yeah, of course, we're gonna take in that shot. We have to be careful right here. And there we go, big gun is coming in. Big Daddy. Big Daddy. And he misses! And Big Daddy misses! I have to track him. I have to track him. And STB1 doing something very stupid. And he is taken care of. This Forge 155 has to get to cover. And they just turned the whole entire front upwards, pretty much, with that stupid action of their team. There's still, of course, the STB1 on this side over there, and T57 and Jack Waffenträger. So at the moment, looks like we just took care of the GW, and it looks like I have to be the spotter. There's still the Waffenträger of the enemy team. It's almost that. Still does have a quite remarkable health bar. We hit him right there, and he's actually suiciding, which is very sad in my opinion. But his suicide was not in vain. He actually took out the Forge 155. Waffenträger is reloading. I'll stay at the spot. The 57 was last spotted. Sviet. I will have to go. The Waffenträger has a view range of 420 meters, so I will have to go on this side. Just to spot, you know, in case of Waffenträger comes in. I have to see how long this is still going on. I actually have to put that thing on the left side. There's the Waffenträger. I knew that he would be coming around like that. I knew it. I knew it. So right now, I will have to go to cover. Waffenträger, not fun to get shot by. Just take some pop shots. There's no 57 over here. Or waiting for artillery to hit him. Somebody set him on fire. Just gonna keep on pounding him with this. He's not gonna be able to shoot me. And he's history. I can actually load some AP shells. So right here, side shot, and I have to move in. Never mind, Waffenträger took care of him. And this is exactly why you have to think when you're playing World of Tanks. Excuse me. This was the most logical thing that this Waffenträger would be doing if you would get somewhere and just camp that out. I would try to flank you. So that's the thing that I would have done, but of course I would have actually moved all over the mountain, tried to take out the Arty first before engaging the other tanks, because Arty is your biggest enemy in that tank. So I know what I have to do. I know that. There he is. Spotted me. I have to move down. That was actually very... I have to use my binocs. He's probably reloading. The Waffentrigger's moving around the side. That was... You gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm gonna start TKing this bitch. I'm not gonna move in like that, fucking idiot. Are you stupid or what? Thanks. Thanks, GW. You're my hero. GW. My hero. God, the test server's stupid. So, as you can see there, we were in a tier 10 match and we did 2,390 damage. This is all because we were playing very defensive, tactically clever actually, and we were sniping. So, of course you need a strong team to win such games, but I think we did actually pretty well, and yeah. So to my conclusion, this tank is not a brawler, no armor whatsoever. Don't expect to bounce heat, HE, AP, APCR. Don't expect to bounce anything. Play it like a sniper tank. Be in cover, use camo. It's slow as hell even for a medium tank, and just stay low in the tier 10 match. God, stay low, move with your team, have some strong tanks around you, and you should be fine. But other than that, this tank is not one of my favorite. If you compare it, it's even worse than the Type 61 in my opinion. And the only thing that up to this point really makes me want to play the Japanese line is the STB1, which is a great tank. The STA1 is not worth it. It is absolutely not worth it. It's absolutely horrible in my opinion. The Type 61 is horrible. The only reason to go for this line is the STB1, and that pretty much is all said for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Hey, how you guys doing? It's Tank12 here once again, and we're on the test server 8.10, and today I will be presenting you guys the STA1. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit sick. Caught a cold. It's pretty easy. I got a running nose, and yeah, could be a little bit hard for to talk, but I'm gonna try nonetheless. So, as you guys can see, I actually tried today to get into the Hidden Village, the new map, and get you guys some gameplay off of it. I do have that. I will see if I can record it afterwards, and then I'm gonna see if I will upload it or not. So as you can see, the Japanese, there has been an update on the test server. The Japanese tanks, which were the other color was khaki or brown. They turned them all over to green now, and looks really weird in my opinion. I don't like this color. I never was a fan of green. As you can see on the STB1, you have a green, complete green tank like a Grinch. It looks weird. So, but this is not about the STB1. This is about the STA1, the tier 8 tank. Tier 8, the most played tier in World of Tanks. So, medium tank STA1, the first Japanese post-war tank, was developed on the basis of US vehicles. The STA1 was developed taking into consideration Japanese terrain, rail network specifications, and anthropometric data of Japanese tankers. Only one prototype was built in December 1956. So, this tank was built for special Japanese terrain, like on the island, so that you can get over one island and not have a problem to get stuck somewhere in the mud or whatever. You can see the design on this tank is it's weird. It's really weird. The back part of this tank is higher and is almost as high as the turret, and the front part of the tank is lower than the back part. And the turret is the same turret as the Type 61. This tank is, in my opinion, to the Type 61. If you compare them, it is lower. The profile is lower, but it has a huge commander's hatch on top. And the turret is also very long. There's this huge back part over here where you can hit the tank and still do damage. And yeah, so let's get into the specifications or the characteristics. This tank has 1,450 health points with the upgraded turret. Weight load limit of 37 tons. The other Japanese tier 9 and 10 tank have 39 to 40 tons, so they're all in a similar range. The engine power on this thing is 570 horsepower, so you get a 45 kilometer speed limit, which is actually faster than the Type 60. Oh no, it's not faster, it's a little bit slower, but still I'm expecting this not to be the fastest medium tank and not to get up to its speed. The traverse speed is 44, which is okay, but not too great. The hull armor is non-existent, with 45 on the front, 35 on the side, and 25 on the back. It's absolutely nothing. Don't expect anything to bounce. From tier 4 and up to tier 10, anything can pen you. Turret armor is 70 up front, 60 on the side, and 35 on the back. The thing about this tank is that since the hull armor is so low, you can actually pen it with HE, and that's one of the main concerns that I have with this tank. The standard shell damage 180 to 300. It's a 90mm gun. As always, it gets the tier 9. It gets the better tier, the next tier gun, which is a very nice addition. The standard pen is 164 up to 273. The rate of fire is 8 rounds per minute. The turret traverse speed is 42. It's about the same as on the STB1 and the Type 61. Since Type 61 and STA1 share the same turret, the view range is 390 meters, which is great for a tier 8 tank if you compare it to the to the T44 upgraded turret. T44 upgraded turret, it is 380. You get an extra plus of 10 meters. You can maybe use that to your advantage. The signal range is of course great with 750. You get a tier 10 radio in there. And of course this tank has, just like any other Japanese tank, great gun depression. Very nice gun depression. But is it enough to make this tank great? I'm not sure. We have to find that out, and that is the answer that I want to answer to. It's a question I want to answer today. So let's jump into the belt and see how this tank performs. So we're still in the training room. Let's jump into it.